Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic/Non-Classic. This is episode number 587, episode 491. I got an IDW trade and a DC trade. First up is this big, huge thick book. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Volume 2, The Darkness Within. Yeah, this book contains... Let's see if I can find the right page here. Contains issues 13 to 24. Yeah, this is a combination of about 3 trades. I think it's volumes like 3 through, I think it's 5. Let me look it up here. There we go. Okay. Alright, for the trades. The regular trades. Here we go. Yeah, this contains volumes 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, the trades is pretty much this combination of A Sense of Father, Krang War, and City Fall Part 1. Yep. Essentially put what this one is. Yeah, written by Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz, with artwork by Andy Kuhn, Ben Bates, and Matthias Senkula. Yeah. More reimagining of classic TMNT stories and Raj stuff, like the City Adventure stuff. Yeah, that's actually a reimagining of the classic City of War from the original comic book. I read it. It's long. It's like takes in the last 20 issues of the first volume of the series. Yeah, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird took this story for a long time. Yeah, but pretty much after the story wrapped up, yeah, but even this collects half the story. After the story wraps, I think it does like a couple more reimaginings, and then like recently it's all like original stuff. Yeah, continuing with the last stuff with Splinter meeting April O'Neil, of course, Baxter Stockman's in here. General Krang is in here as well. Yeah, more fantasy story, a lot forward. Yeah, very good series. And I do recommend it. Even though this trade is roughly $30, you get 12 issues, and it's really good. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. It's really damn good. Alright, next up is Superman in the 70s. Yep. And this collects various Superman stories published in the 1970s. It collects Superman stories from material from Action Comics 484, DC Comics number 14, Superman number 233, 247, 248. Well, actually, it's 247, 249, 270, 271, 276, 286, 276, 286, and 287. Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, 106. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, 133. Exactly one issue for the prior debut of Darkseid. Yep. Now, these are the various people who did these work. Now, they do have various cover work in here. Now, you have various writing here by writers like... If I can find the right page here. People like Elliot S. Megan, Paul Levitz, the late Lee Wein, Carrie Bates, Denny O'Neil, and that's it. A lot of the artwork is done by either Curtis Swan. I think there was some artwork done by Neil Adams, of all people. Yeah, Neil Adams did it. Would also work by Dick Dillon, the late Jack Kirby, who also did the writing for the he wrote the Superman spell Jimmy Olsen issue. Robert Kanier, Warner Roth. Yeah, these are classic Superman stories published in the 1970s. 1 second. Hello? My apologies for that. Wrong number. Yeah. The stories in here are just pure classic stories done by artists writers and artists. A couple of them I know who are no longer alive. Heck, they even listed off Curtis Swan, who the late Curtis Swan, who's a legendary Superman artist, who passed away roughly 22 years ago. Yes, at the age of 76. Well, around 76, anyways. Yeah. Great classic Superman stories. I highly recommend this basically people fans of Superman. Despite the fact some of these stories do now the Superman stuff, yeah, some of these are in fact the full stories, from what I can tell. So you got those full stories there, but the Action Comics one, yeah, that one. Let's see if we can find it here. Let's see. Yeah, it's just 44, which actually is the last story in here. Yeah, these various stories come from the period of pretty much mostly various classic stories in 1976. This even story sets up the classic Sandman story. No, it's not the Sandman character from the 40s. It's not Marvel Sandman. It started the Sandman saga, which Daniel O'Neill did. And also that story pretty much got rid of all the kryptonite. Yeah, it was a storyline that ran for about a couple years of Age of Superman. Yeah, Daniel O'Neill pretty much got his hands on a lot of really good titles in the 70s. He did some really good work now for Superman. He did for Wonder Woman, obviously Batman, Detective Comics, even Justice League America. Yeah, he wrote that book for a good couple of years. Though the most frequent writer of the book was Jerry Conway, who wrote the book on and off for 20 years. Yep. Too bad they throw a Superman story in here from Justice League America. I think there may have been one or two where it featured him. But it's the 70s. And of course you get a chance to see how Superman got a chance to switch from a newspaper man to a TV anchor man. Yeah, that was something they put in here. But there was one story that, if you remember reading this, this was a great story, but I think because of legal reasons you can't put in a trailer like this. Superman versus Spider-Man. Great story published in the 1970s. I think it was done by, I don't remember who did the story. I know it's a classic Superman story. Let me look it up and see who did that one. I know that this particular book was really long. It's about 100 pages. Let's see. This classic story was done by Jerry Conway, Russ Audrew, Neil Adams, and John Romita Sr. Yeah. And there's only one reason why that DC would not put this in this particular book. Because DC doesn't own the Marvel characters. But that would have been a great story to throw in there. And that's a really damn good story. And I know Linkard did a review a couple of years ago. But I agree. Anybody who does crossovers like that should take notes from that particular story. And that story should be put in here, but because of legal reasons, they can't put it in here. Of course, Marvel can't get off their high horse by doing crossovers with DC or any other company. Yeah, of course, the last one they did was with I think it was with Transformers and New Avengers. Okay, but as for this, classic, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend people who are fans of Superman. Also, people who are fans of Daniel O'Neill or any people who does this particular book. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, where I get to cover stuff from Justice League America. You can find out what volume it is of the 5 volumes. You'll find out which volume it is in the next episode, which is episode 588 and Doubleshot number 492. Okay, but to see you all there. Bye.